Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for Plum and with their line Plastic Action Kit. I keep calling it Plaction. Anyways, this is their third one, and they made Date, Sanada, now Oda. And this is based off the very famous characters in Japanese history, and it's been a reoccurring theme we've seen on other ones like in Gundam, with the Sengoku. It's pretty cool. And at first, when I first saw those two, and the price point, which I will get in a bit, it's like, I'm not too sure. But when I finally saw Oda, like, oh wow, it looks pretty awesome. Hence, I got the kit. And let's first take a look at the box art. It looks amazing. I really like the box art of the Pla-Act. And pretty cool. There's the side. And here, just a heads up, these are the painted version, and I will show you the kit unpainted. And also, this is a 4,000 yen mold kit, very expensive compared to Bandai's more streamlined and more mass-produced kits. So if you're thinking of getting this one, do mindful of the price, but they're awesome. They're different if you want to try something out. Yep. And once you get it painted, it looks amazing. Alright, that's pretty much it for the box. Alright, we have Oda here. And this is the unpainted version. I actually haven't had a chance to work on it yet. But I kind of just want to do a review for it. And eventually I will get around and paint all the Pla-Acts that I've acquired so far. And he has that really nice gloss on the black armor. Really cool. And he has quite a bit of a color. You have the yellow, the red, the white. It kind of stands out in a bit. Again, it looks better if I added more red, yellow on the sides here. And this doesn't come with any stickers at all. It's just basically you have to paint it. And at first I thought it was a Kotobukiya kit, but no, it's a different mold kit. In terms of assembly, it's pretty good. I didn't have much problems, although there's some, like the middle joint here for the polycap. You do need to kind of shave off the inside of the joint, so for the pegs to go in between. But that's one of them. And another thing that I've experienced is certain parts you have to glue in. It does show in the instruction that you have to apply a little bit of glue. One of them is right here, right in the crotch area, where you have to super glue it in place. And I think this one, the red parts here, you have to glue it in place also. I'm not sure why they didn't just put pegs. I'm not entirely sure why, but you have to super glue that. Anyways, other than that, when you're building this, you're gonna have an inner frame. You see the gray parts here, and then you put the armor on top of it, which is pretty cool. And it's kind of like the common thing that they have. They all have that same inner frame. Kind of reminds you of frame arms. Alright, so, well, on that note, it's not quite frame arms because you don't have the head. I mean, you have the whole body. As you can see here, the gray parts, but you have to assemble the head separately. Alright. Alright, so let's go quickly with articulation. You have the neck, which is actually pretty good. Although this big, what do I call this? I'm gonna call it Vivian, but the crest on his head is actually quite big, and you don't really see the red eyes. It kind of hides it. You do have these two parts here, the chest part that sticks out, which are actually pretty cool. They're vents, well, maybe, but you actually have to glue that in place. Yeah, then also part of the frame, you have this butterfly, as you can see here, that you can move. And another thing you have to glue in place is this too, because the peg hole is right in the middle, and as you wiggle it, or if it's not tucked in place, this thing tends to fall off. And you have a pretty good elbow bend right there, wrist. And on this one, you only have two pairs of hands, the open hand and the one for holding the rifle. Alright, Moving down, we have the side skirt here. Let's see. I think there's a little bit of articulation on the, well, you have the waist articulation, but there's also a midsection, but something tells me just because of the armor, it really hinders that. You have the side skirt that's it's not connected, so that's good. Back skirt, which you can move up, and sorry, yeah, again, things hold in place, but you do need to glue some of them together. So for the leg, you have this swivel here. It's a ball joint, which it's kind of weird at times. It doesn't hold, and the waist peg is sticking up in an angle, which gives you a better feel, or better posing for wide stance. And that knee bend, that's a pretty good knee bend right there. It's double jointed. Alright, and you have the feet. Unfortunately, this one doesn't stick out. I kind of wish it does to give you that cool, but it doesn't. So you only have that much. There's no backside of the foot, which we probably don't need. And that's basically it for articulation. You do have this back connection here. I really need to super glue this. Back connection for the weapons, which you can take out. It has more ports and pegs, and I think it's, if you want to add more weapons to it, I think they did have the weapon set. I didn't get it because it's, yeah, I don't really, I don't need, or I don't find a need for them. And actually, you can just use the MSG or the Kotobukiya MSG weapon sets also. So hence, I didn't get them. And that's about it in terms of articulation. Moving on, rifle. So we just swap it out. And let's see. We grab one of this. So the rifle. As you can see from the photos, this needs to be painted quite a bit. I think it's a good idea to swap out the yellow with gold. I might do that and get that more rich, darker red. It's I think actually more like a maroon color. So let's take this out. Put the other one. Really nice pistol. There we go. Alright. Again, you get quite a variety of movement here. He can cross his arms. The armor on the shoulder does kind of pop off from time to time, but you can pop it back in, no problem. And just put back the armor. I'm thinking of just putting magnets on this guy, but I think the peg will work. So yeah, it's probably good to cement the pieces together. They do tend to pop off. I think mainly because the pegs that you put it on is right in the middle, and that tend to separate the pieces. Yeah, I kind of wish they didn't do that, but oh well. Move the side skirt back, and there we go. This is pretty cool. The legs kind of remind me of an SRW, and all the sharp points. And it's a pretty cool kit. I highly recommend, if you have the budget, to get this. It is expensive. That's probably one of the deterrents of getting this kit. It's about 40 bucks, and with that 40 bucks, you probably get the other cheaper kits with pretty good quality, along with buying from Bandai. But again, if you want to try something different, or you're a big fan of the design, or you want to try it out, I highly recommend getting it. It's pretty cool, especially Oda. Now, I think I got this from Ami. I think Sanada and the the other one, they're sold out. Which one's the other one again? They're sold out right now, but you might be able to check out other online stores. I wouldn't spend more than 40 bucks on these guys. If you see them for 60 just because they're out of print, that's a little too much. Again, this feels like building a high grade in terms of Bandai kits, and you are paying twice as much, so it is expensive. Alright, and if you're curious, actually let me put on the Gatling gun from Kotobukiya MSG weapon set. Alright, so we have the MSG made by Kotobukiya MSG weapon set. I think it's a model support goods. That's what the MSG stands for. It has a spring loaded, which is pretty cool. And for this one, you just place the hand here on top. It actually works out pretty well. Fits quite snugly. And there we go. Put this on here. Now the other one, it's gonna be a little tricky because let me take this out first. You're gonna sway up, turn this around, and hold the top part. And although it's circular, it still fits on it, which is good. And if you watch Nobunagan, yeah, you want to have Oda to have the Gatling gun. Unfortunately, the Gatling gun here is a little too heavy for him to wield with one hand, so you gotta use the other one, or you gotta wield it with two hands. Actually, Gatling guns needs to be wielded with two hands. You rarely see it wielded by one. Try to get this thing here, and there you go. Yeah, so it actually works pretty well. Just have him. And you can put the rifles on the back, but I'm just going to put here on the side for now. And put the shoulder armor back. Alright. And if you want to do a little bit more. There we go, that's pretty cool. So you can use some other weapon sets from Kotobukiya. It works well with this guys. I really love this plastic action kit. And I'm looking forward to getting more of them. The next one will be Takeda. And that guy, from looking at the pictures, has an axe. And has a cool backpack with wings. Kind of like the shield wings. And he looks pretty cool. He's red also, but his armor and design looks pretty cool. So I cannot wait for that one. That's coming out in July. Might get it on August. And I think that's it for now. They only have 4, but I really like the design, and I wouldn't mind supporting it and buy more from them. And just hoping that the price doesn't go up any further than that. I'm not. That's it. 40 bucks. If they start going for 60, I don't think they're gonna get much market out of it. But there you go. That is the review for Oda. Hope you guys like it. If you have any questions, let me know. So until then, this is Meats. Thanks for watching.